ambulance are here, mate. Let's just tone some things down now, okay? And let's talk to each other like normal human beings, alright? Treat each other well.
But listen, you come onto my property straight away.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't respect when I asked you to step out the front.
I did, mate. I took the car.
I had to make a big song and dance, did I not?
But I still allowed you to do that, alright?
You did that right.
In good faith, so that we could have a human conversation.
And I tried to have a human conversation, but they were rushing me. They were rushing me.
The ambulance officers are here.
Sorry, I think it's stopped a bit bleeding now. Yeah. Might need a stitch or something, does it?
Just relaxing a little bit. Yeah, that one's going to be a bit tricky, isn't it?
A lot of them join there.
Yeah.
Have you got the intubated?
Now, it's probably not feeling overly comfortable. Pain in the back of his head a lot here.
Yeah. Very small.
Yeah, sure. Can you move these fingers alright?
No.
Alright.
This is more better to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to... Is that something that you're going to need to go to the hospital for?
Yeah, it's probably going to need to be a stitch closed, just because of the position where it is.
Trevor, one of us is going to go in the ambulance with you, okay? Do you want to go in or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
But I think
Because there's a whole group of them coming.
Yeah.
Righto. So jump in the ambulance, Trevor.
Yeah, big protest, mate. Please load it.
Do you want to sit on the chair or on the chair? If you're on the bed, I've got to put you on properly. Or you're more than welcome to sit on the chair. Easy. Yeah, perfect. So, and it was caused by getting pinched in the gate.
Oh, there's some sharp bits on that gate.
Yeah. Alrighty. Do you know when your last tetanus shot or booster would have been?
Oh yeah, the other day. I saw something.
It was pretty rusty, that thing, Trev.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Long story short, there's nothing I'm going to really do for it, but I do think the hospital needs to stitch it or glue it closed, depending on what they decide on how they want to close it, because it's in a weird spot that's going to constantly pull. They might need to do something. Any other injuries?
Keep your chin up, mate.
Pick a finger. One that's not.
Well, I can't arrest everyone, Trev.
Yeah.
So he's just getting taken to hospital, is that?
Hospital, mate.
Okay, but is he going to be put in detained in Gatton, or is he just going to be released with a charge?
Yes, that's
So
correct.
he can come back then?
Yeah.
Do I get a lift back or not?
Mate, we'll sort something out, okay?
Well, give us a call and
Yep, sure.
All right, thanks, officer.
No worries.
Don't forget. Yeah, see you shortly. Yeah, I'll see you shortly.
Okay.
Guys, just with the hospital, we can't have, it's just rude on all the staff there for everyone to come to. Okay, just allow the.
I'm not going to arrive on that.
Yeah, alright, thank you.
You're the only one that's got
Alright. Seems we're in a car. I'm just going to pop the seatbelt and everything on, mate.
Sorry.
No, you're all good.
So how is it possible?
Mate, I'm not, okay, Trev, I'm not going to have an argument over legislation and stuff with you, okay?
I'm just asking from your professional
I'm going to make this real simple for you. Real simple, okay. We work under police work under very basic legislation, Police Powers and Responsibilities Act.
I understand that, yeah.
Okay, and please hear me out rather than jumping in, all right? Because I'm recording here for the benefit of you and me. If you want to get a copy, at some point in time you can request that. All right. When officials ask us, okay, to keep the peace, we're legally obliged to do so, okay? And I gave you multiple verbal directions to allow them to do their job. Mate, you ran from me so many times, and it even got to the point where I said you were under arrest or obstruct, all right, and then you said you'd comply, and I let you go. And I said, I'll trust your word, okay? But then you bound through the gate and you targeted him straight again, all right? Enough's enough. I can't give you 50 warnings, okay? But the offence you have committed is against the police, not against the biosecurity. I've got nothing to do with ants. I've got nothing to do with
I
spraying.
understand that
Okay,
completely. I
it's
understand.
about keeping the peace.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's it.
Yeah,
My
and
direction.
I understand that
Okay.
100%, right?
Sure.
And I'm not arguing with
Yeah.
that, and I don't want to have an argument.
Yeah.
We're here as adults having
Yeah,
a conversation, right? So under your act,
I'm happy when you are, Caleb.
Yep.
there is a reasonable excuse to not comply. And I acted on that reasonable excuse
Okay.
not to comply. But,
Okay.
and that
Yes.
will be tested in court, right? So that's
Yep.
fine. That's fine. Okay. Whatever it is.
That's fine.
But how is it then under Section 3? And I know you're working under the Police Act. I understand that. But how is it? You've seen how they tried to rush that situation in and try to move forward quickly.
Yeah.
How is it that we can express that we want to obstruct them under the Biosecurity Act for not listening to our reasonable excuses?
Yeah. Okay, so
they're
mate,
going to rush us like that.
the obstruction that they're looking at under the Biosecurity Act, absolutely zero to do with the police.
Yeah, but how
Okay.
can we do it? How can we do that? Like, that's what I'm saying. How can we do that?
Mate, that's for you to take up with the biosecurity guys, okay? Not me, okay? What I see is you. Okay, so I get where you're getting confused, okay? And I'm trying to explain this the best way. But when I see you constantly running at people, okay, that's
They're not
me.
listening to my reasonable excuses.
But it doesn't matter because as me being a peacekeeper, I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Why wouldn't you move
You-
their property?
Because I'm not allowed to. They're there under legislation, all right? And you can contest that legislation, but you'd be contesting that Biosecurity Act, okay? Go for it.
But I can't now because they didn't accept my obstruction because then they used you to intervene. So how can
Well, no,
I
I'd suggest you're going to be getting obstructions coming from them as well. That's different to us.
Yeah, but they won't. They won't do that.
Well, mate, I don't know. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the police are very separate. Very
I
separate,
understand that.
and you're only breaching the police legislation, not theirs. And I get you're saying that how can the police legislation apply when we're there helping enforce another act? I get what you're saying, but you still need to separate it because it's simply I'm keeping people from going at each other.
I know,
Alright?
but
And when I say
my property as a property.
I know that, but it doesn't matter. The police can override that. And when I say stop, and you don't stop, and I say stop, and you don't stop, and I say it another 10 times.
I got a reasonable excuse
that's
not to
what-
listen to your
Mate, if you don't think that the police can apply legislation, then you're going to have to contest it. You're going to have to contest it.
I agree
Yeah.
you can, but also I have a reasonable excuse not to comply to your order. You've got the same clause in your police act as well.
So if you're saying that I say stop, you can just keep doing what you want.
If it's reasonable, that I can enforce it.
Mate, if you feel that it's reasonable, then you'll have to tell that to the judge.
Yeah, that's
all
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But where I'm getting confused, and it's not the difference, right? So one issue is, I suppose, you're there to keep the peace,
Yep.
and you're siding with the Queensland government, which is understandable, I suppose. They're the
We
ones
have
making
to,
it. Yeah. So they're saying they can be there. So to keep the peace, you're not removing them from my property. You're removing me from my property. You know. So
Not for them.
No, but
I'm not removing you from your property so that they can enforce their act. I'm removing you from
But
your
you are,
property
because-
right now
Yeah.
because you obstructed me personally.
But I was trying to obstruct them.
I know you were trying to obstruct them doing their job.
So-
You said that numerous times. You yelled that I am obstructing you.
If I didn't get.
You're just admitting guilt right there, mate.
Yeah, I am obstructing them, as is
Yeah.
my right under the Biosecurity
Yeah,
Act.
but you're saying you've obstructed them, okay?
Yeah.
And
But they
because
didn't
their
listen.
government, well, they don't listen because they don't have to.
Yeah.
They're applying their legislation, all right, which says that they can go on and do the fire ant spray, all right?
Yeah, and I understand that, but
Yeah.
it just seems strange that it says that you can obstruct them under the Act, under 336, right? But if I do obstruct them, then you remove me from disturbing the peace on my own property.
Mate, when you keep running and targeting at people, okay, all right.
But they're doing the wrong thing. They're obeying in the wrong area.
mate, I understand that you think that they're doing the wrong thing.
No, they literally were, and that's why it's reasonable for me.
Sure.
That's why it's reasonable for me
To obstruct me, is what you're saying.
to not listen to your
My direction.
your direction. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
mate, that's fine, and we'll end this here because I can't
Yeah,
offer you
yeah,
anymore.
I understand
Honestly,
that, yeah.
can't offer you anymore. Then
But that's the frustration the community's having.
I would strong, mate, and I get you got a community. I would very, very strongly suggest you get yourself a solicitor, because if you're arguing points of state and federal law, you're going to need a solicitor. Okay? Because if you're saying that those pieces of legislation are not enforceable, you're going to need a lawyer, mate. Okay?
I'm not saying they're not enforceable. I'm just saying it's impossible. Well, it seems impossible at the moment for us as a crowd or as a property owner to communicate to them that we are obstructing. When we do obstruct, the police intervene and remove us.
Yeah, that's
you know
right.
what I mean? So it's a little bit of a conundrum, isn't it? Like, does that make sense to you?
Mate, well, you seem to think that you can obstruct them even though they're lawfully there. So I understand.
In the Act, it says 336. You can obstruct with a reasonable excuse. They wouldn't even let me speak my reasonable excuse.
Well, they gave you half an hour, man. We were there for a long time.
I didn't get through.
Well,
I didn't get through.
because,
I've got dozens and dozens of reasonable
yeah, but mate, look at all the cameras there. You guys were parading. You were having your voice for your show, your special show, and you were doing that intentionally. It was like a big theatrical act in front of everyone. And this dude is trying to explain it to you, and you did nothing but railroad him. You kept jumping in and
he wouldn't let me speak.
stop.
He wouldn't let me speak.
Mate, he gave you such a huge amount of time to speak. You weren't giving him any time to speak, and that was your tactic in front of your big crowd. Was to hit him and prevent him from speaking.
That's your opinion, but
that's what I saw. I was there.
What I wanted to do is I wanted him to listen.
Yeah.
And he fails to listen. He wanted to go through his spiel first and rush me, and that's what they do, and that's what they ended up doing.
Well, there's a requirement when officials, just like police coming onto your property, you want to know what they're there for, and they need to explain that to you straight up. Right? When the fire ant guy arrived there, the reason he was trying to say that straight up is because he's there to tell you why he is there, straight up, and explain. No, but you didn't give him. He had to read. He had to read that whole thing.
The safety data sheet.
Yeah. All right. Look, Trevor, that's stuff for you and biosecurity, mate. I can't.
I know. But it is unfortunate that that's the second person that's been arrested by these now. And there's going to be more. It just seems like it's a very unfortunate way that we're conducting. It just seems very strange.
You can contest it. It says on their biosecurity stuff that you can contest what they're doing. That's the common law way of doing things. That's the option you have.
And
if you're going to physically choose to do that, that's a different story.
It's like how many criminals would be in jail serving time if they got to decide if they're guilty and what their sentence would be. These guys specifically have been found by DESI to pollute massive waterways. They have done so on my property. You know, and they don't.
Mate, again, that's not for me. I've got no idea about the science behind it. No idea. Okay. My job's to keep people from assaulting people and keeping peace and stopping it from going bad. Okay?
But you didn't though. You didn't. Like I'm hurt.
Mate,
and it turned bad.
Okay, Trevor, you closed two gates. Mate, come on. It's on camera. I looked down. You with your foot. Your foot in
I wanted to speak. I wanted to have my say. Speak.
Mate, you were directed by a police officer to move. Well, that's what you're saying. You have a reasonable excuse. But, I'm saying there is no reasonable excuse to obstruct a police officer.
I know that's what you're saying.
And you put your...
Guys, if we can just go ahead and not argue...
No, we're just having reasonable.
It's becoming distracting.
Sorry, mate. It's just... My apologies. I got the camera on and this is actually for court. So... Yeah.
Anyway, that's
all right. We'll hold it up there.
Trevor, any other major medical history for you? No stroke, seizures, epilepsy, bad things like that with the brain. Nothing wrong with your heart. Nothing wrong with your lungs. No bleeding or clotting disorders.
Well, obviously it's not really
Perfect. On any regular medications? Allergic to anything?
No.
Do you smoke much?
No.
Do you drink much?
No.
Easy. Was that your place we picked up this? And the only injury you sustained today is on the head?
Currently, yeah.
Alrighty. We're just around the corner. A couple of minutes, we'll get you up to the hospital.
Was that your thing that broke? Was it something that broke?
No, it was just my light that broke, mate. It's alright, it happens.
Oh, was that thing on the front there?
Yeah, it's just a light. Just a mounted light.
925, just waiting for it to come through. I will give you the closer details once I know.
No problems. So if I just start heading out towards World Camp, would that be appropriate, or towards Kingsland?
925, I've got an address on Gary and about 5 minutes road.
Have you been in Gaslighting?
22 years.
22 years ago.
I'm not going to discuss the matter any further.
Yeah. Once
I'm not having a heart attack.
Hey.
I'm not having a heart attack.
No, that one's for your blood pressure. If I was worried about a heart attack, you'd have a lot more wires on your ears.
I was down here the other day, I had a bit of steel through my foot.
Yeah, right. Okay. And that's when you got the tetanus. Yeah. Hopefully they won't have to give you another one then.
Yeah, them little welding things pop off their gates. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it is. The meshes, that's all. Would have just been when I put my hand on it.
Yeah. They're sharp, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. So I can't do anything.
You're all good on it. You're all good. Give it 2 seconds, just run down.
That's not good.
Mate, he was just making full admissions then, and we didn't have that before, so I was actually trying to...
No, it's just getting to the point where I'm like, I've already sped through one of the 6 It's just like, I wouldn't have cared if it was like lower.
Yeah.